Hi there, beloveds. Welcome to the reading. This is the reading for the Martian seeds incarnate on Earth, and it's primarily intended as a message from the Mars elders, the elder souls of the Mars collective, coming through as guidance for those of you incarnate as humans here. And we have 12 segments of the message. The first one is that of identity, how you're meant to perceive yourselves, and what is the central element of this, your identity in this world and by these incarnations. And we've got the card. I haven't seen them. I have them like this, and now I'm looking at them. It's Uranus, genius. And this is quite nice. The energy of Uranus is that of someone different, someone unusual, someone different from the majority, different from that thing called normal. And you are. Obviously you are. Most of us are. But you are in this manner of being initiators. And this is really the energy of Mars as a planet, astrologically as well for Earth. Basically, Mars is pretty much masculine. Not pretty much, is entirely masculine. And you as souls, you come through with this divine masculine energy of really going out there and doing what you want, being ambitious, desirous. But right now, at this age, in this time, you, at least with this card, you don't come through with that much fire energy. You come through with more mental energy now, more aerial energy. Uranus is a planet the planet governing Aquarius, and this is the age of Aquarius, and this tells me that you are here to really implement to really anchor the vibes of what Aquarius is into this world. And you're here with a vision, and you see the future quite clearly. Most of you, you do that. Actually, all of you. I'm feeling all those Mars seeds right now on Earth. You have a clear vision for the future. It's the Mars seeds right now, incarnate right now on Earth. You're very evolved. You're very evolved as souls. Uranus is one of the mature planets, the father-like planets, even grandfather-like planets. Is one of the Uranus and Aquarius in the chart are basically two of the archetypes closest to the absolute divine. And you came here to embody this. And when I say embody this, I mean it. Like really embody this. Portray this divine masculine archetype by your way of living. So that thing which you have inside, that inner knowing, which for most of you will translate in the head. There will be some of you who have the bodily sensations of intuition as well, but for most of you it's in the head primarily. Go for that. Whatever translates as mental clarity for you, flashes, insights, sudden bursts of realization, go for that. That's it. Do it. And I even saw something like Nikola Tesla stuff. I feel like this is gonna click for someone or more. There's a group of you having a lot to do with that thing of electricity, stuff like that. Maybe you're digging deep into what Nikola Tesla actually did, and you want to bring that back to humanity. You have a focus on providing for humanity freely, and that's super nice. Whew. So yes, the message from your ancestors and elders. Ancestors means those who came before you in terms of the incarnate, and elders meaning the elder souls of the Mars collective. The message is be yourselves absolutely freely, how you see yourselves, how you feel yourselves, and do go for it, whatever you want to initiate and revolutionize. That's what you're here for. Those very things that you feel are out of date, and you are here to revolutionize them, to bringing that new spark of life to those areas. That's it. That's your focus. Now, the next message is some kind of guidance upon your resources into this world, what you're meant to understand by resources, and what is the best way of managing your own resources for your fullest potential. And we have the Seven of Wands, fire energy. Seven, and look how proud she's standing there, and like really victorious, really Mars like. I love this vibe. Basically, what I sense with this is, oh, you're meant to be builders. Obviously, builders of the new world, builders of new communities, and I mean new communities. You're meant to really go that way of building a new world which you are really proud of. I sense this really powerful vibe of you, those of you, the Mars seeds, wow, I'm getting goosebumps, will come together with certain souls, certain groups of souls, and you will have communities of your own. And you, since you're the Mars seeds, you will be the ones literally building it. Like, let's say at first the community starts with tents prior to having houses. I'm just giving an example, it doesn't have to be like that. But let's say the community starts with tents prior to you building the houses there. You will make the tents, and then you will work on building the houses, and you will go take the wood for the structure, take the bricks and put the bricks if you're building with bricks or stuff like that. You will really get involved in that. I love this. You will really build, like literally build for your community, for those dear to you. You will really build materially, a material reality for them, which is meant to be their community. I love this. I want to cry. This is so beautiful. And it helps you a lot, the fact that you're still in your native solar system. Many other star seeds, they come from other solar systems. But you, the fact that you're still in your solar system helps you a lot. And the fact that Gaia herself is a neighbor to Mars, this also helps you, because you're very sheltered by your father planet, because Mars is a masculine. Wow, again, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting, this is so nice. It's like he's really sheltering you and protecting you, the Mars, the consciousness of Mars, the being who is Mars. Because Mars is, all planets are living beings. The being who is Mars is, he's got so much love for you, but really like the father love, like that one of like, if anyone dares to fuck with you, he will cut their throats. Like that. I love it. It's so nice. And the fact that he's so close is really, this gives you a lot of power. Wow, I feel this so powerfully. You are able to anchor those Mars vibes into the earth, obviously like no one else, because you are his own seeds. Wow, this is so beautiful. And even though you can no longer live on Mars, like now you don't have your feet on Mars, he's here with you. And it's like, it doesn't matter. He misses you, but doesn't miss you that much because you're still close to him and you will always be close to. I'm channeling Mars at this point. This is so nice. You're always with him, no matter what. Like, no matter where you go incarnate. But thing is that Mars himself doesn't really want you to go incarnate far from him, like in too far solar systems, too far away. No, he wants you close to him because he wants to empower you. He wants to really give you his own vibes, because some of you did not finalize your incarnational cycles on your native planet, and that's why he still wants you close to him, because you have to finalize those lessons of which are meant to have the signature of your parent planet underneath. And since that's why he wants you here on Earth, because you're close, you're hyper close to him, so he can still anchor his own signature vibes into you and propel you into your evolution as Mars seeds. It's like you're here on Earth, yes, but you have a different trajectory than the Earth seeds. It's like, it's as if you would anchor the Aquarius age into Mars himself. The way you're acting and the way the lessons you came here to live and what you came to embody and experience, it's as if you were doing that on Mars. Gaia and Mars and the other beings involved in this, they had the agreement of you really going through this as if you were on your own parent planet, and they agreed to kind of dissipating the veils between worlds for you and really make this reality, like make such a powerful bridge between you and your parent planet, that, as I said, you're here on Earth, but it's as if you are there on Mars to live these lives on Mars. So keep on anchoring to him. Keep, like, at night you can even go outside and look for him in the skies. He's not hard to spot. He's red. He's up there and he's red. He's a really shining star, bright shining star, and he's red. You cannot miss him. Check out his transits in the sky and look where he's in the sky and really connect to him. Talk to him. You have this powerful connection to him like no others, obviously, and he loves you so much. I want to cry. Like, he loves you so much, and the kind of protection I'm feeling, the protection vibe he's offering you is so intense. And Mars is a very intense energy, and wow, he wants you to really conquer all worlds. This is so beautiful. I love this. And yes, you are meant to be these powerful, bright warriors like he himself. Gaia is a very feminine planet, and the Earth seeds are very much pulled back, like laid back, and kind of like the crab energy, the Cancer energy, because Gaia is Cancerian. But you're Mars, you're Aries, you're there, you're fire, you're so he wants you to, as I said, conquer all worlds. You're meant to be these powerful warriors, and you're meant to be amongst humans just like he is amongst planets. That's what he wants for you. He loves you so much. Wow, I love this. This is such a powerful reading. I love this. Thank you, Mars. I love you. And I love you all. Okay. Now, in terms of mentality, in terms of how you're meant to use how you are meant to use your mental prowesses, and really put your skills into practice, any kind of skills you have. And obviously here things are more individualized. Some of you will have a certain set of skills, some of you another set of skills, but collectively the message here is two of swords. I was about to say two of wands. Wands is fire energy. And Ten of Cups, and this is such a beautiful card to have. Ten of Cups is about happiness in terms of emotions, that kind of peak of emotional happiness which you have with yourself and with others, with your family. And I'm getting a message with all of these colors. You're meant to have families with other Mars seeds as well, but also part of your families will be other seeds. And thing is that they will come in and you will really be very connected. Even though you're different seeds, you'll be very connected to one another. And there is this message of bridging all identities in terms of soul origin and in terms of any kind of origin and any kind of identity, bridging all of that into the way you're meant to use your words and your thoughts and the way you communicate that has a powerful effect on bridging communities and identities. And there's this very beautiful message. I think is that Mars in Earth astrology has a lot to do with the body and with a sense of self and therefore identity. Who am I? And this is how it comes through here. You're meant to really, it's like an arrow that shoots fast and has multiple targets at the same time. It's like your focus in life and your purpose in the current lives you have is to bridge all of those communities, and you are meant to anchor this powerful Mars vibe into groups of Arcturians, Syrians, Earth seeds, and so on, Pleiadians, and you're meant to empower them as well. You're meant to be the anchor of the warrior archetype within any group. You are the shield of that. I love this. And the thing is that there's this message of Mars telling you you're meant to come together and be together, and there is this powerful thing of identity within the group, which is very Uranus-like, and no wonder now I understand a lot better why Uranus came through as for your identity message, because Uranus has a lot to do with expressing yourself within a group, being part of a group, not being a loner. And the thing is that if you are feeling lonely at this point, don't worry, because things align. Things will align and you will meet not only your own soul family, but so many other soul families with whom you will connect and really bridge yourselves into those, and you will create such powerful connections with those souls that you will be able to recognize one another in any other lifetime. It's very powerful. Some of you do date to having lives together prior to this, but this life you're really connecting with other souls from many other dimensions, many of them incarnate as humans as well today, and you're meant to come together and really, I'm hearing a lot about bridges, connecting communities, connecting people, really going out there, and you are meant to be the shield of all of that. Now, Two of Swords is many times a card of intuition. And look at that, look at this. It looks like an eclipse. It looks like an eclipse with these being the rays of the sun behind it. And I get this message of you centering yourselves around a more solar type of intuition, a more discernment type of intuition. There is that type of feminine intuition, which is more water-like, but there's also the type of masculine intuition, which is kind of like that gut feeling. That's how many people name it. It's that fiery intuition which tells you directly. And you're meant to center yourselves on that. It's something very powerful here. Oh, now I get it. Again, the message of you still being in your own solar system. So you are, not only do you have your parent planet here as well, you have your own sun, your own star here. And this is significant because Mars also wants you to connect to the sun. Both of them are masculine energies. And there's this message of, in the darkest hour of your lives, connect to the sun even if you do not see the sun there. Connect to the Mars archetype and the solar archetype in his warrior dimension as well, and not just in his warrior dimension, also in his enlightened dimension, in his that archetype of the solar guru, basically the light of consciousness coming from the sun. And there's a lot of burning here, like burning desire, burning ambition, and like burning in the good way of burning, and you have a lot of clarity. You have a lot of clarity even when you think you don't. Just connect to it. You have a powerful, the thing of you being able to connect to the solar consciousness here is so fast. You are able to do that so fast. Like, many people would need to go back to retreat into a meditative state in order to achieve that connection, but you're able to really tap into that, like the way you light a match. And that's very Martian-like, because Mars is all about fast energy, moving fast. So whenever you need answers, solar consciousness, go there, light that match there in your own consciousness, and you're able to find all answers you need. Just go in, go directly, go with the sun. Now, in terms of your home, in terms of your home space and family and your sense of security, your sense of stability into the world, this is like, the card is called Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. I'm tying it to this card as well, because the Ten of Cups is also associated with family and family happiness. Souls coming together and being happy together and building things together. And you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. I don't think I need to explain this further to you. It's your home. You're so powerful. I love you. And there's many of you. I love this spirit. This is such a powerful masculine spirit. Ambitious, desirous, going out there, achieving. Love it. For your fifth house, which is, I'm talking fifth house in terms of astrology messages because these are the segments of the reading. This has to do with your creative abilities, your sense of fun, what you're meant to manifest into the world, your hobbies, your passions, how you're meant to live your life, as I said, in terms of fun and your creativity. Also, children, if you have children, but I sense a lot more focus on your own creativity and your own solar processes of creating, manifesting. You have two cards, both of them water, and it's the Prince of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I sense so much peace. Like from all this warrior vibe that I was getting with the first segments of the reading, here is the water vibe, and here is where Gaia comes in. Gaia is feminine, and Gaia herself is connected to the water element. And Gaia is offering you the bridge to connecting to your self-love. When you need a break from all the fights you have, victorious as well, allow yourselves to connect to the healing waters of Gaia, whether that translates metaphorically for you or literally as well, like bathing in a lake or a river or any kind of water of Gaia, or just going into meditation and allowing yourselves to feel the healing vibes of Gaia. You also came here incarnate on Earth because Gaia has a powerful lesson for you, which is more of the feminine. It's about love. It's about sheltering yourselves within your heart and taking care of your own selves. This is why I feel a lot of peace here, a lot of tranquility. It's so much peace and rest. And you're like this, like the Prince of Cups. And it's as if Gaia is the Queen of Cups. And you're like, cheers. You're victorious in this lesson as well. The lesson of amplifying your emotional side in the water dimension as well, not just in the fire dimension, those more fiery emotions, like, as I said, desire, ambition, that kind of masculine essence of emotions, which are, as I said, the fiery ones, passion. Here, you're meant to embody, to integrate into your being the flow of the feminine emotions, which bring peace and tranquility and sleep and rest, meditation, taking care of yourself both in terms of your inner being and your body, allowing yourselves to feel some rest, to have, I know the correct way of saying it is have some rest, but I heard it like this: feel some rest, because you may be restless. I understand you, but there's great value in this lesson for you here right now, to really allow yourselves to go with Gaia and meditate with her and allow her to nurture you like a mother, and understand from her, taking this essence of being powerful within yourselves in a water way, a water dimension, where you just bathe in the waters of your own being and the waters of the whole cosmos, and feel the eternal love of everything, and you're all one and everything is pure and perfect, and silence of the uttermost peace of existence comes in, and you allow it into your being and your body. This is so beautiful. I love it. But even when you do this, it's you will still wake up from it in your own manner, just like this guy right here. I hope you see him right, as kind of blurry, but it's look at him. I mean, he's like, I did it, yes. That kind of, again, masculine attitude. The message, the grand message here is that this cycle of your incarnations on Gaia has the greater purpose of you expanding your own feminine within yourself. So beautiful. I love this. I absolutely love this. Oh, so beautiful. Of understanding more about the feminine. Okay, it's we still have some other segments, and I'll see you in part 2 of the reading. I absolutely love you, and you're so marvelous and amazing.